रिकॉर्डिंग की
रिकॉर्डिंग
मिल्टन पे लाइव करते हैं, मिल्टन इसका मिल्टन पे लाइव करते हैं। हाँ करो प्रभु, मिल्टन इसका मिल्टन शेष पे लाइव करना। हाँ प्रेस की क्या करें? आई हैव पॉइंट्स मानो slowly yeah हाँ yeah
हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी 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 यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन 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 यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे
इतनी जगह
हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा।
Thank you very much, dear devotees, for kindly assembling here. And I'm really thankful to Haldar Sundar Prabhu, Devaki Swarupini Mataji, and the latest and greatest addition to the family, Balaram.
Pura Balaram family.
Yes, Prabhuji. So, dear devotees, this is a wonderful home. How many of you agree that this home is very beautiful? So the home is beautiful because Mataji has maintained the home very nicely. Alright, so the home mainly belongs to the Mataji, the lady of the family. Na griham griham ityahur grihini griham uchyate. 4 walls don't make a home. It's the Vaishnavi of the home who makes the home truly beautiful. So his name may be on the door, but that is where his domain ends. But thank you so much, Prabhuji, for kindly inviting all of us, for kindly opening the doors of both of your home. Thank you, Mataji, so much. And it was really wonderful prasadam, dear devotees. So please, let's say 3 loud Hari Bols to Haldar Sundar Prabhu, Devaki Swarupini Mataji, and Balaram. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! After prasadam, the Hari Bols are loud. And my sincere thanks also to my various friends here, especially Narari Dev Prabhu, who kindly invited me, and also Dangati Mataji and Charanamrit, especially Charanamrit. Thank you for taking care of Hari, Charanamrit. So, but thank you Prabhuji and Mataji for kindly inviting us and opening the doors of your home and allowing us to stay at your place for a few days so that we can be of some service to the devotees here. My sincere thanks to all my friends here, and thank you so much all of you, dear devotees, for kindly being here. So, dear devotees, today I am going to speak directly about Shri Krishna Lila, and it is from various authors, but I will be introducing a very special commentator today, dear devotees. I had spoken about from his commentary last time, and this time I will be again speaking from his commentary, dear devotees. But many more Gaudiya Vaishnava authors are going to come today and explain Shri Krishna's sweet childhood pastimes. But before I begin, okay, so see the childhood pastimes. So, no worries. So, dear devotees, before we begin, it is Shishta Parampara, tradition of the great Vaishnava Acharyas, to offer Mangala Charan, auspicious invocations. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Many of us know these auspicious invocations. You can kindly sing along with me. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Karamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Radhakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sadgadatam Sadgadatam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Varijana Saritam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Saranamita Shri Vishakhambitamsha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratrishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Prabhupada ki jai. Lok Premanande. So once again, my sincere thanks to all of you for kindly coming here. Thanks to there is it's like
6.4.
it's like water spinach here. Dear devotees, if at all it is possible, don't worry, I have taken a bath, so move ahead. Yes, sir. Move ahead. So my sincere thanks to all the wonderful devotees who also who kindly invited on the various days. Today I was at the home of Jivan Gaura Prabhu and Jagannath Priya Mataji, and they also have a wonderful newborn son whose name is Madhav, right? And also Jai Manohar Prabhu, thank you so much. And Mataji's name is Sita Sevika Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji, for kindly being here. All the wonderful devotees I remember from last time, and Vishal Prabhu, he is not here, he is serving the car. He is happy. He is happy in his world, and we are happy that he is happy, but we remember him yesterday. We had a very nice program. And Prabhuji, your name I forgot, Prabhuji.
Munish Tandon Prabhu.
Munish Prabhu I know. Vidyanidhi Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for kindly being here. Our Munish Prabhu and Mukta Mataji also, dear devotees, from all these devotees who have kindly hosted the programs. Let's say 3 loud Haribos, dear devotees. So thank you all very much, dear devotees, for kindly being present here today. Dear devotees, before I begin, it is very important to listen to what Srila Prabhupada says about Shri Krishna Lila. So Prabhupada says something about Shri Krishna Lila, and what Prabhupada says is specified in this quote. So one of you, Aldar Sundar Prabhu, you can kindly read what Srila Prabhupada says.
Srila Prabhupada Uvacha. The transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, are so powerful that simply by hearing, reading and memorizing this book, Krishna, one is sure to be transferred to the spiritual world, which is ordinarily very difficult to achieve. The description of the pastimes of Lord Krishna is so attractive that it automatically gives us an impetus to study repeatedly. And the more we study the pastimes of the Lord, the more we become attached to Him. This very attachment to Krishna makes one eligible to be transferred to his abode Golok Vrindavan, Krishna book chapter 90.
Very good. Yeah, this we can do like that's a good arrangement. Just see the expressions of the devotees there. So Prabhupada says something very important. Prabhupada says, the more we study the pastimes of Bhagavan, the more we become attached to Bhagavan. So dear devotees, how many of us want to attain Goloka Vrindavan at the end of this life? Please raise your hands. Now if we want to attain Goloka Vrindavan, it is important to be attached to Shri Krishna Lila. And when we become attached to Shri Krishna Lila, it will become very easy to remember this Lila at the moment of our death. So today we will try to remember some Shri Krishna Lila. Hopefully one of these verses that we are singing today may come as a meditation in front of us at the very crucial moment of our death. And if we manage to remember even one of these at the moment of our death, when we close our eyes, next time we open our eyes, we will be with Shri Krishna directly. So, dear devotees, let's begin with Krishna's childhood pastimes. Krishna was given his eternal name Krishna. Krishna, what is Krishna's eternal name? Krishna. But he was given his eternal name by Garga Muni, when Krishna appeared on this planet. And as soon as Garga Muni gave Krishna his name, Krishna immediately started exhibiting the quality of his name. What is the meaning of the term Krishna? So as soon as Krishna got his name, he started exhibiting his qualities of being all attractive. Sri Shukadev Goswami describes in Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto chapter 8 the first thing that Krishna started doing after he was given his name. Please repeat after me. Kalena vrajatalpena Gokule Rama Keshavo Janubhyam Saha Panibhyam Ringamanau Vijaratu Kalena Vrajata Alpena, little time had passed after Krishna got his name. Gokule, in which village was Krishna staying? And not only Krishna, Rama Keshava, along with Krishna there was somebody else, Balaram. So Balaram was also there. Okay. What did they start doing? Janubhyam, using their two knees, Saha Panibhyam, and using their two hands. They started doing something. What is the activity that children do? They started crawling. Ringamano, in Hindi we say Rengna. Ringamano Vijaratu. In this way, both of them went everywhere in Gokula. This is the translation. Right? Aldar Sundar Prabhu, kindly read the translation.
After a short time passed, both brothers Ram and Krishna began to crawl on the ground of Vraja with the strength of their hands and knees, and thus enjoy the childhood pastime. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:8-21.
See, this is what is happening at this point of time, dear devotees. So, Bhagavan has started crawling. Now, before we move on, this is the simple historical pastime which has happened. Now, this is the simple historical pastime, but we need to relish the pastime. So, how many of you were able to relish the pastime? So, we need some help, obviously. So, let's invite some help, dear devotees. I would like to introduce a very wonderful commentator that my revered spiritual master, Sri Srimad Radha Govinda Das Goswami Maharaj, would often quote on the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. His name, dear devotees, is H.G.Hari Pārśhad. Whenever my Guru Maharaj would speak from the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, he would often mention this very remarkable Sanskrit commentator on the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. I'd first like to introduce this commentator, and then I will start speaking from his commentary. Now, dear devotees, Sri Hari Pārśhad, he was born in the 18th century, at the end of 18th century, in the western part of India in Nasik. How many of us have heard of Nasik? Yes. So Nasik is in the western part of India. That is where he appeared at the end of the 18th century. He appeared in a Kashyapa Gotra Brahmana family. His family was Rigvedi. Their Veda was Rigved, and Kashyapa Gotra Brahmana family. His name was Hari. Actually, his childhood name was Hari. And he learned all the Vedic sciences. Grammar, Nyaya, Mimamsa, Vedanta, Rigveda, everything. But after learning everything, his heart was interested only in one literature, dear devotees. That literature was Srimad Bhagavatam. He was so interested in worshipping Bhagavan that he got initiated at a very young age. But in those days, mantras were not obtained in an institution like today. In those days, there were no institutions. So he obtained mantras to worship the Lord from his own family lineage, from the parivar that he was born in. His family lineage was initiated in the sampradaya of Sri Tukaram Maharaj. Many of us have heard his name. So Sri Tukaram Maharaj's sampradaya is called Naradiya Kirtan Sampradaya. You might have seen Tukaram Maharaj holding a veena like Narad Muni, right? So the sampradaya that he started is known as which sampradaya? Naradiya Kirtan Sampradaya. In this sampradaya, what do? Please hear carefully. They perform Kirtan of Krishna Lila. So in Maharashtra, people who speak Hari Katha, they are not known as Kathakar, they are called Kirtankar. What are they known as? Kirtankar. Because yesterday we have seen in the seminar on Japa, Kirtan and Smaran, Any glorification of Bhagavan is known as what? Kirtan. So they are known as Kirtankar. So Sri Harisuri, he was a Kirtankar, and he was a Kirtankar par excellence. Every evening in Nasik there is a big temple. It is called Goraram Mandir. It has a capacity of around 2000 people to sit. Every evening people would assemble in the temple at Nasik. Around 1500 people would assemble every evening, and Sri Harisuri would go there in the evening. He would stand in the middle, and he has to stand and speak for 6 hours because everybody has to see him, so he cannot sit. So like Narad Muni, when he speaks, is he sitting or standing? Standing. Naradiya Kirtan Sampradaya, they stand and speak. So he was standing and speaking, and there was no mic, dear devotees. So this is how he has to speak. And how many people are there? 1500 people are present. So I am not like him. But every day he would speak in front of 1500 people for 6 hours. He would speak Srimad Bhagavatam, and this he would do during Chaturmas, during the 4 months of rainy season. If you do one Chaturmas like this, it is called Ek Chaturmas Seva. In his entire life, Sri Harisuri rendered 36 Chaturmas Sevas, dear devotees.
6 hours.
Yeah. In the daytime, his sadhana was as follows. Please hear carefully. He will wake up before sunrise, take a bath in the river Godavari. After taking a bath in the river Godavari, he will chant his Gayatri. After chanting Gayatri, he will chant his mantras, japa. They have a mantra, Ram Krishna Hari. In the Sampradaya, they have a mantra, Ram Krishna Hari. So, he will chant that mantra. After chanting that mantra, he will chant the entire Vishnu Sahasranam. After chanting the entire Vishnu Sahasranam, he will read 12 chapters of Srimad Bhagavatam every day. How much time does it take to read one chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam? So he would read the direct Sanskrit. So he would read 12 chapters of Srimad Bhagavatam every day. It would take him around 2 hours to read that. After reading 12 chapters of Srimad Bhagavatam every day, he would perform Gau Seva, service to the cows for 1 hour, and only after that will he accept the first morsel of food for the day. So by the time he accepted the first morsel of food, it was already noon. He was Dvibhukta, eating only twice in a day. Dear devotees, his plan was to continue this sadhana till the end of his life. But he was not able to continue this sadhana forever till the end of his life, because after 12 years of such sadhana, something happened in his life which would change his life forever. After 12 years of such sadhana, one fine day when he was performing the last part of his sadhana, Gau Seva, he was sitting on the ground and cleaning the cowshed. At that point of time, there was a tap on his back, and simply by the touch he understood who it was. When he looked behind, he got one darshan of Shri Krishna. So, as soon as he got one darshan of Shri Krishna, he understood that my life is successful. And Bhagavan Shri Krishna said something to him. Shri Krishna said to him, Vatsa, my dear child, your life is successful. Now no more birth in the material world. Your life is perfected, but I have one desire from you. You have learned all the Vedic sciences, and after learning all the Vedic sciences, especially you are a very great poet, and you have interest in Srimad Bhagavatam. I have one desire. In the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, I have performed many pastimes. Behind those pastimes, there are many hidden reasons in my heart. I was searching for a suitable candidate to give those reasons. I have found that candidate in you. I will give many of those reasons in your heart. I will give the seeds of those reasons. Will you use your poetic ability to write a commentary on the 10th canto of the Bhagavatam? Bhagavan would ask you, what would you say? Yes, definitely. Sri Hari Suri writes himself in his book, Itham Bhuri Samarthitah Sa Bhagavan Protsahanam Me Hyadat. Bhagavan appeared after long years of sadhana and spoke directly to me. Yad yad bijamaham nidhaya hridaye kridam akarsham tada. And whatever pastimes I have performed, those pastimes have many hidden reasons, and those hidden reasons, tat sarvam tava buddhi gocharam anayasam karishye. I will make easily available in your heart. But you do one thing, likha, write the commentary. Nishankam likha, write without any doubts. In this way, Sri Hari Suri was given a direct order by Bhagavan to write a commentary, dear devotees. Sri Hari Suri ended up writing a commentary. This is the only commentary in the form of verses. All other commentaries are in the form of paragraphs. This is the only commentary where he has written verses on the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we have verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, and on those verses his commentary is also in the form of verses. He named his commentary Bhakti Rasayanam, and it is only on the first 49 chapters of the 10th canto. Only on the 10th canto, only on the first 49 chapters, only on Vrindavan Lila, he ended up writing 4,590 verses. Behind each and every pastime of Bhagwan, he has explained many secrets. Many of us have heard Damodar Lila. In Damodar Lila, the milk starts boiling because the milk wanted to commit suicide. So, which commentator said this, dear devotees? He has only one way of explaining. The way of explaining is, behind every pastime, he asks only one question, and that question is why. What is the question that he asks behind every pastime? Why? So we'll try to keep the area disturbance free. Alright? It's very difficult to keep the attention intact. We'll try to keep the area disturbance free. So behind every pastime, he asks only one question. What is the question that he asks? Why? Dear devotees, right now, Shri Krishna has started doing something. What has Shri Krishna started doing? Crawling. Question arises. Why? So, Aldar Sundar Prabhu, huh? In few days you are also going to see crawling. So let's answer the question beforehand, Prabhuji. Huh? Why did Shri Krishna start crawling? Can anybody tell me the reason, Aldar Sundar Prabhu?
Assured Mother Earth.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Any other reason?
Because he could not walk.
He could not?
Walk.
He could not walk.
He was too small.
That's a good reason. He could not, he could not walk.
To give you pleasure.
To give pleasure to Mother Earth. Okay. Any other reason? Give pleasure to the devotee. Wonderful. Banuja Mataji says to give pleasure to the devotee. Alright. All these are very good reasons. Now would you like to hear the reason that Bhagavan Shri Krishna gave in Sri Hari Suri's heart? Yes. So dear devotees, yeah. Please repeat after me. Adavurvam shayogena Tado bahujayogata Vihareyam iti gyaptyai Sajano kararingana. So Bhagavan was thinking. Who was thinking? Bhagavan. How does he know what Bhagavan was thinking? Bhagavan himself gave the seeds in his heart. Ada urvamsha yogena. Bhagavan was saying, initially I will touch both my uru, my knees. Tato bahuja yogata. Then I will touch both my Vihareyam. In this way I will wander around everywhere in Gokula. Iti gyaptyai. To show this, Sa Janu Kara Ringana. First Bhagavan touched both his knees, then Bhagavan touched both his. Nice verse. Yes or no?
Yes.
Did you feel some magic, dear devotees? Sri Hari Suri is not such a personality who will write simple verses. Dear devotees, there is a secret behind the verse. Please chant once again after me. आदावुर्वंशयोगेन ततो बाहुजयोगता विहरेयम् इति ज्ञप्त्यै सजानुकररिङ्गणः. There is a hidden meaning, dear devotees. H.G.Hari Pārśhad has hidden something in the verse. The Shastras say, Brahmanosya Mukhamasit, the Brahmanas were born from the Lord's mouth. Bahura Janya Smrita, the Kshatriyas were born from the Lord's arms. Urutadasya Yad Vaishya, the Vaishyas were born from the Lord's thighs. Padbyam Shudro Ajayata, and the Shudras were born from the Lord's feet. Ada Urvamsha Yogena. First I will touch both my knees. Then I will touch both my. First I will take birth in a Vaishya family as son of Nanda and Yashoda and protect you. And then I will claim myself to be a son of a Kshatriya, Vasudeva and Devaki. This time on earth I am going to protect you not only through one family, but through how many families? Two families. The bulb also says. रियलाइजेशन सुन के दीवार का बल्ब फ्यूज हो गया. Dear devotees, this commentary is not a standard commentary, dear devotees, a very, very sweet commentary. Behind every pastime there are many hidden reasons, dear devotees. This was during daytime, and during night time Bhagwan's pastimes were very different. During night time, sometimes Bhagwan would wake up in the middle of the night and just simply start crying. We have some new parents here, huh? Do you have the experience? Yes? Very much. So, Bhagwan would start crying in the middle of the night, and Mother Yashoda and all the gopis would go in front of him and then would start trying to pacify Bhagwan. I would like to invite another commentator. This commentator's name is Sri Kavi Karnapur, a great genius in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. In his Ananda Vrindavan Champu, Sri Kavi Karnapur says that as soon as Bhagwan started crying in the night loudly, Mother Yashoda and the other gopis came in front of him and then they tried to pacify Bhagwan. Please keep this image in your heart. Bhagwan is crying loudly in the middle of the night. Mother Yashoda, all the gopis are around him, and what they are speaking to each other is described in the Ananda Vrindavan Champu. I'll try to sing this verse. The meter of this verse is Shardula Vikriditam, same as Shad Goswami Ashtakam. I'll try to sing, please sing after me. Kim Kshiram na Kimuttamam Dadinano Kim Kurchika Vanana Kim Kshiram na Kimuttamam Dadinano Kim Kurchika Vanana Miksha Kim Nana Kim Tavipsitamaho Hayang Vinam Ghanam Miksha Kim Nana Kim Tavipsitamaho Hayang Vinam Ghanam Dasyamo na Vishida Vatsanataram Kupyasvamatre griho Dasyamo na Vishida Vatsanataram Kupyasvamatre griho Panneno ruchirityudangulidala Shitam shumalokaya Panneno ruchirityudangulidala Shitam shumalokaya. Bhagwan is loudly crying in the middle of the night. Mother Yashoda has lost her sleep. She comes and they are talking to each other. All the gopis are also there. Mother Yashoda says, Kim Kshiram, what do you want? Milk? Bhagwan's answer, Na. Kim Uttamam Dadhi, what is Uttama Dadhi? Best yogurt. Bhagwan's answer, Na, no. Kim Kurchikava, what do you want? You want malai? You know what is malai? Huh? Milk cream. You want milk cream? Bhagwan's answer, Na, na. Miksha Kim, do you want buttermilk? Nana. Kim Tavepsitamaho, then what do you want? So Bhagwan's answer, Hayangavinam ghanam ghanam. I want very big ball of butter right now. At 12 o'clock in the night. Dasyamo. Yes, we will give. Na vishida vatsa. Don't cry, son. Na taram. Kupyasva. Don't be angry on your mother. Krishna's answer. Grihotpanne no ruchi. I am very angry. You know why? Because I don't like anything cooked at home by my mother. गृह उत्पन्ने नो रुचि. घर में बनाया हुआ कुछ पसंद नहीं है. So how many parents have faced this problem? Parents, if you have faced this problem, don't worry. This problem is not new. Evam parampara prapta. This confidential problem was received in Guru Parampara. Then what do you want? Udanguli dala. Simply he pointed his finger up. You see that big ball of butter? Shitamshu malokayat. He then pointed at Shitamshu, the nectar red moon. At 12 o'clock in the night. So, at that point of time, Mother Yashoda wanted to pacify the situation. Because he is threatening now, he knows how to use threats. Give me the moon, otherwise I will cry. So, dear devotees, Mother Yashoda then decided to pacify him by speaking some lies, sweet lies. Alright? See, in traditional India, sometimes mothers speak some lies in order to pacify the kids. Nowadays, parents are told to speak the absolute truth to children all the time. So, this is not the case during Mother Yashoda's time. So, Mother Yashoda tried to speak some lies. Sri Jiva Goswami says Mother Yashoda would often speak some lies in order to make Krishna do things that she wants him to do. For example, I will explain from Gopal Champu, another book. Jiva Goswami says sometimes Krishna would not wake up in the morning. Believe it or not, dear devotees, in the spiritual world there is one person who doesn't attend Mangal Aarti. Which person is that? So, Mother Yashoda is trying to wake him up. He is not waking up. So Mother Yashoda then plays a trick on him sometimes. He said, Krishna, you know what day it is? Then he is rubbing his eye. What day? It's your birthday. Lot of gifts are waiting for you. Come on, alright, get me those gifts. No, you can't touch those gifts without taking a bath. Nanda Maharaj will be very unhappy if you touch those gifts without taking a bath. First you take a bath, then we'll get you all those gifts. So he somehow gets up, rubs his eyes, and she takes him to the place where he has to take a bath. She takes a tumbler of warm water and she pours on his body. Then he realizes, Arey, birthday was few days ago. By that time it is too late here. So sometimes Mother Yashoda would speak some lies to Krishna. So right now Krishna is demanding the moon. So Mother Yashoda spoke some lies. This is again specified by Sri Kavi Karnapur. This verse is in the meter Malini. I'll try to sing. Every line I'll break into two parts. Please repeat after me. Kalayana Pitareta Dhanta Hayangaviram Pratarati Kalahamso Vyoma Vithi Tadagam Ahamapi Kalahamsam Prarthaye Khelanarthi Tadupanayata Yavan Naishaparam Prayati. So dear devotees, I will try to translate. this translation is not easily possible in English, so I'll first translate into English. Alright? Dear devotees, Mother Yashoda said something to Krishna. Kalayana Pitar. He said, Pitar, are mere baap. So, how do you translate that in English? Jai Balavan Prabhu. Try as much as you want. You won't get the same punch. Some things cannot be translated, dear devotees. Anand Vrindavan Champu is one such literature. It's very difficult to translate it. Kalayana Pitar. अरे मेरे बाप समझो कुछ तो एक बात समझो. Na etad dhanta hayyanga vinam. This is not a big ball of butter. Acha? This is not big ball of butter. Then what is it? Can't you see? Pratarati kalahamso vyoma vidhi tadagam. Kalahamsa. It is a royal white swan swimming across the dark lake of the sky. Oh wow! I didn't realize that it is a royal white swan. Aham api kalahamsam. I also want one swan. Nanda Maharaj never got me any swan. All I have are those ugly peacocks. One, quickly bring that swan. Otherwise it will go on the other side of the So in this way Mother Yashoda tried to speak some lies, but the lies fell flat on its face. So after this, Mother Yashoda thought, okay, let me tell him the truth. But she told him the truth again mixed with some lies, dear devotees. Alright? So this is the next verse in Ananda Vrindavan Champu. This verse is in the meter Vasanta Tilakam, same as Brahma Samhita. I'll sing, please repeat after me. Hayyangavinamidameva narajhamsa. Hayyangavinamidameva narajhamsa. Piyusharashmirapi naishana tatpradeyam. Piyusharashmirapi naishana tatpradeyam. Pasyatradaiva vashato garalam vilagnam. Pasyatradaiva vashato garalam vilagnam. Tenaitaduttamamapi hanakopi bhungte. Tenaitaduttamamapi hanakopi bhungte. Acha Krishna, I'll now tell you the truth, huh? Acha, which means you are lying to me. Okay, Krishna, listen. Hayyangavinamidamevana. This is not big ball of butter. Na Rajahamsa, nor a royal swan. Acha, then what is it? Piyusharashmi. This is the nectar red moon. Wow. I also want to drink nectar. Na tatpradeyam. But we can't give it to you. Why? Pashyatra. Just look at the moon. Daiva vashato. Because of some misfortune. Garalam vilagnam. Can you see those green spots? Huh? Some poison has spilled by misfortune. Therefore, although it is very nice, but still, na kopi bhukte. Nobody tries to consume that. Acha, can you tell me how poison spilled on the moon? Hare Krishna, that is long story. I want to hear long story. Acha Krishna, chalo, hear the story. Krishna, long ago, there was a big ocean of milk. That I don't believe. How many cows are required to make a big ocean of milk? Hare Krishna, this ocean is not made using cows. That how can milk be made? Again you are lying to me. No, Krishna. This ocean was made by Bhagavan. Bhagavan? Who is Bhagavan? So Krishna asks, who is Bhagavan? So Mother Yashoda says, Hare Krishna, don't you know? Every morning Nanda Maharaj is worshipping Vishnu is Bhagavan. Acha, Vishnu is Bhagavan. If he is Bhagavan, why can't I see him everywhere? Hare Krishna, Vishnu cannot be seen everywhere. But why can't I see Bhagwan? So Krishna is asking Mother Yashoda, why can't I see Bhagwan? Kavi Karnapur specifies the reply in Anand Vrindavan Champu. Please repeat the reply after me. Mother Yashoda replies, because Bhagavan is Aga. Aga means not, Ga means Gachati. Doesn't go anywhere. He stays always in the male ocean. So Aga doesn't go anywhere. Therefore he stays always in the milk ocean and therefore he cannot be seen here. Dear devotees, little did Mother Yashoda realize that there was a big secret she had ended up speaking without even realizing it. Please repeat the answer after me once again. Because Bhagavan is Aga. Without the syllable Ga. If you remove the syllable Ga from Bhagavan, what will remain? Bhavan. What does Bhavan mean? You. So inadvertently, Yashoda Maya ended up saying Krishna's to Bhagavan Swayam without even realizing it. So this is Kavi Karnapuram, big genius, dear devotees. He had the one chance to suck upon the toe of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And as a result, he gained this poetic ability, dear devotees. So this is Sri Kavi Karnapur explaining. Acha, Krishna, chalo, let's move ahead. Now, one time in the milk ocean, the demigods and the demons wanted to churn, so that they wanted nectar. So they arranged for the Mandar mountain to become the churning rod. And the Vasuki snake was selected as the churning robe. And when they were all churning, suddenly the first thing that came out instead was halahal poison. So Krishna, all of them became very terrified. And when they all became terrified, they took shelter of one personality. Do you know Krishna, which personality? Krishna, they all took shelter of Bhagavan Shiva. Krishna, when you are in danger, you should also take shelter of Bhagavan Shiva, huh? So Bhagavan Shiva then came and mercifully took the entire halahal poison in both his palms. And he started drinking it. And as when he was drinking it, the second thing that came out from the ocean was the moon. And you know, Krishna, when you also drink with your hands, you know what happens, something spills. So when Bhagavan Shiva was drinking, some poison spilled on the moon. And therefore, Krishna, this is the reason why you cannot consume the moon. Is it okay, Krishna? There is no reply. Krishna has gone back successfully. So every night some or the other activity like this will be carried on. Sri Rupa Goswami describes on another night, Krishna started having dreams. Does God dream? पहला तो सवाल ये है कि does God ever blink his eyes? Blinking the eyes is considered to be an imperfection. In Vaikuntha, Bhagavan doesn't even blink his eyes. Therefore, one of the names of Bhagavan is Animisha. Eyes ही blink नहीं होता, सोएगा कहाँ से? But that same Bhagavan, when he is in Goloka Vrindavan, not only does he blink his eyes, he sleeps also and he has dreams also, dear devotees. So Bhagavan has some unfulfilled dreams. So one fine night, Bhagavan again started dreaming. And he started dreaming that he has become the Raja of Swarga, King of Heaven. And in his sleep he is blabbering. Rupa Goswami says, Shambho Swagatamsya Tamita Ito. Bhagavan started blabbering in sleep. Shambho Swagatamsya Tam. Welcome, welcome Shambhu. Welcome Shiva. Ita Ito. Idhar baito. Sit here on my right side. Vamena Padmodbhava. Are Brahma, welcome. Sit on my left side. Brahmachare Kushalam. Are Kartikeya. Is everything okay with you? Huh? Sukham Surapate and Indra, are you happy nowadays? Huh? Vitte Shano Drishya Se Kuber. Is everything okay in your kingdom? Nowadays you are no longer seen. What happened to you? Huh? So like this he is blabbering in his sleep. Mother Yashoda here. What nonsense. Kim Kim Balak Jalpasityanuchitam. What nonsense you are speaking, Krishna? Wake up! And in order to drive away all evil, she spits loudly. Krishna, wake up! What happened? What nonsense are you speaking? Never speak like this again. Okay. What did I say? What are you saying? Shiva sit on this side, Brahma sitting there. Who? Never speak like this again, Krishna. So Rupa Goswami said, Thut Thut Kritam Patuva. May this act of spitting by Mother Yashoda protect all of you, dear devotees. So question is, how will it protect all of us? Huh? ये भी तो जानना जरूरी है. How will it protect all of us? So it will protect all of us because please see yourself at the final moment of your lives. Believe it or not, sooner or later we will all be experiencing a moment when we are passing away from this world. And please see yourself lying down in those final moments of your life. And whatever spiritual life you have executed, the result of all of that will be tested at that moment. All the senses have stopped working. The eyes have stopped working. Somebody may put a photograph of Krishna in front of the eyes, but the eyes are not working. The ears have stopped working. All the other senses have stopped working. The final few breaths are remaining. The living entity is located in which portion of the body? You are now located only within the heart. Rest of the body has stopped functioning. And the function of the heart is to remember. And with the final breath that you are having, suddenly you remember this pastime of Mother Yashoda spitting in order to relieve the evil, any evil caused for Shri Krishna. And remembering this pastime, you leave your body. Next time you open your eyes, you will take birth with Shri Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan. So may this pastime of spitting by Mother Yashoda protect all of you, especially at the moment on which you most need it. And which moment do you most need it? At the moment of death. So this is what was happening, dear devotees. Every night some or the other drama is going on. This was when both the boys were crawling. After crawling, which stage comes next? Walking. And dear devotees, those who are parents, when children start walking, do the troubles of the parents decrease or increase? Decrease. So the troubles started increasing. And the troubles increased to such a degree.
Send them upstairs.
Yeah, it's better. See, when the boys start walking.
बैकयार्ड में खेल रहे हैं किसी का गीला भागने को गीला बारिश
Very good. If you want to play. So, dear devotees, this was when Bhagwan was crawling. Very soon Bhagwan started walking. And the troubles increased to such a degree. You don't need a commentator like Kavi Karnapur to tell you. Shukadeva Goswami himself starts complaining in the 10th canto. So this is Shukadeva Goswami complaining in the 10th canto, 8th chapter, verse number 25. This is a verse from the Bhagavatam, 10:8:25. This verse is in the meter Vasanta Tilakam, same meter as Brahma Samhita. First line is a slight tongue twister. I'll sing, please repeat after me. श्रृङ्ग्यग्निदंष्ट्र्यसि जलद्विजकण्टकेभ्यः क्रीडा परावति चलौ स्वसुतौ निषेद्धुम् गृह्याणि कर्तुमपि यत्र न तज्जनन्यो शेकात आपतुरलं मनसोन्नवस्था Sri Shukadev Goswami says there was so much trouble caused by both these boys. Please hear to all the troubles one by one. Dear devotees, first trouble is Shringi. Shringi means animals with sharp horns, strong bulls. Sometimes Krishna and Balaram will enter into the cowshed and they will find the bull which is the strongest and has the sharpest horns. And in front of that bull they will make funny faces. Agni, fire. Sometimes there is a fire burning inside or outside the home and Krishna is very attracted to the flame of the fire. He wants to hold one flame in his hand, dear devotees. Mother Yashoda's challenge is to catch Krishna before Krishna catches the flame, dear devotees. Next is Damstri, animals with sharp teeth. Sometimes Krishna will see his old friend monkey on the tree. Krishna will say, hey, idhar aao. He will call the monkey. Monkey will sit. Krishna will then ask him to open his mouth and then Krishna will count if all the teeth are there or not. Asi refers to swords. Nanda Maharaj used to keep swords in his cupboard for protecting the cows against wild animals. Sometimes Nanda Maharaj will forget to lock the cupboard. Now if Nanda Maharaj forgets to lock the cupboard, Krishna and Balaram will open the cupboard. And both of them will take one sword each in their hand. Then there will be Mahabharat before Mahabharat. Jala. There were water tanks outside the home of Maharaj Nanda. Sometimes Krishna and Balaram would tell their friends, we are jumping in the water tank. Go tell our parents that they are drowning in the water. Dvija. Dvija refers to twice born birds because birds take birth how many times? Twice. First as an egg, then they hatch out. So that these are two birds. So birds. Sometimes there would be a peacock walking outside Nanda Maharaj's home. He is walking innocently, minding his own business, not trying to harm anybody. But how can Krishna tolerate somebody, walking? So Bhagavan will go behind him and Bhagavan will catch the peacock. Peacock becomes alarmed. Peacock starts flying and Bhagavan will enjoy his limited flight on peacock airways. Kantakebhya. And then there are some thorny bushes. So Bhagavan likes to put his hand in the thorny bushes to see if there are any hidden jewels inside. Krida Parav. In this way, both boys are always playing, dear devotees. Always playing. Please raise your hands, dear devotees, if in your next life you don't want to go to school. See, all the parents who send their children to school raise their hands.
You don't want to go to school.
Dear devotees, if you don't want to go to school in your next life, there is only one way. You have to take birth with whom? Krishna. That is the only way that you can avoid going to school and you can stay full time at home. Right? The Krida Parav, they were constantly playing. Ati Chalo, very fickle-minded boys. Swasutau Nishedum. To protect these two boys, something happened with Mother Yashoda and Rohini. What happened? Grihyani kartumapi yatra na tajjanane. Both mothers forgot to carry out their household work. So in some homes when you go, when there are multiple children, you come to know in this home there are multiple children. How do you come to know? The house. Seeing the condition of the home, you come to know there are many children in this home. So this happened with Mother Yashoda and Rohini. Grihyani kartu. Their household work they could not do. Shekat apaturalam manaso anavastham. Their minds became unsettled at that point. Avastha means settled, anavastha means unsettled. So I am translating literally, manaso anavastham. Their minds became unsettled. Now just see how the translation sugar coats it. Just see, alright? Allah Sundar Prabhu, please read the translation.
when Mother Yashoda and Rohini were unable to protect the babies from calamities threatened by horned cows, by fire, by animals with teeth, by swords, by water, by birds, and by thorns. They were always in anxiety and their household engagement were disturbed. At that time, they were fully occupied in the transcendental ecstasy known as the distress of maternal.
Wait, Prabhu. At that time, what happened? At that time, they were
Fully equipoised.
fully equipoised. The verse says anavastha. Huh? The translation says equipoised. Huh? Okay, please read ahead.
In the transcendental ecstasy known as the distress of
Ecstasy known as
maternal affection.
ecstasy known as distress. Wow. How many of you want to experience that same ecstasy known as distress?
Transcendental ecstasy.
Oh, just look at the ISKCON devotee. यहाँ नहीं चाहिए उधर transcendental. कुछ ज्यादा समझ में नहीं आया तो एक शब्द डाल देने का. Transcendental. Yeah, please read ahead.
Known as the distress of maternal affection, for this was arose within their minds.
Wow. So Prabhuji, dear devotees, how many of you want to have kids like this? Please raise your hands. Gold medal है क्या कहीं? Somebody has a gold medal. We have a candidate who has signed up. Shri Jiva Goswami says here, Griha Saukhyasya Parakashtha. This is the highest happiness of householder life. See, this was the reaction I was. Jiva Goswami seriously says this is the highest happiness of householder life. Griha Saukhyasya Parakashtha. When I read that comment by Sri Jiva Goswami, in my mind I said something. I said, Srila Jiva Goswami, I pay my obeisances to you. You are most respected commentator of Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition. On this point, can we take a second opinion from the house? Because Sri Jiva Goswami he never married, he was Vairagi. So on this point, only on this point, can we take a second opinion from the householders? How many of you have experienced the highest ecstasy of family life? You will experience soon, Prabhuji. You and Jivan Gaurav Prabhu also coming soon to a home near you, Prabhuji. So, but what Sri Jiva Goswami is saying is 100% correct. In Krishna's pastimes, there is no material suffering at all. All this, dear devotees, is transcendental happiness. It is actually bhakti ras. What is it actually? Bhakti ras. It doesn't cause any material suffering. Therefore, what Sri Jiva Goswami is saying is 100% correct. This is the highest happiness possible in family life. But from our point of view, it seems like, we are enjoying and laughing so much, dear devotees. But just see what was happening at that point of time. All right? Yeah, all the things, dear devotees, that are possible for a child to mess up with, Bhagavan Shri Krishna did all of them, dear devotees, at once. Now here comes Sri Harishwari. He says, Bhagavan is causing so much mischief. Question arises. Why? Krunal Prabhu, you have to answer now. Why is Bhagavan carrying out so much mischief? Krunal Prabhu, think.
Just to make it transcendental.
प्रभु जी जो ट्रांसेंडेंटल है ना once I was giving my geometry exam in 8th standard. I only knew Pythagoras theorem. A square plus B square equal to हाँ C square, ठीक है? So C equal to under root of A square plus B square. इतना ही मालूम था. I went for geometry exam. In every answer I am writing. Pythagoras, since Pythagoras said C square equal to A square plus B square. Therefore, according to Pythagoras, the answer is, and then I will look at what my neighbor is done. Hence proved. ऐसा मत करो प्रभु जी. Pranal Prabhu, थोड़ा meditate and please tell us why is Bhagwan doing all this? Yes, Prabhuji.
I mean, one thought can be that after 5,000 years, devotees can sit like that and relish those.
Wow! Look at that reasoning. That's actually true, huh? Philosophically, that is true. Bhagwan is aware of all events of past, present, and future. So when Bhagwan is performing this pastime, Bhagwan knows 5,000 years later at Haldar Sundar Prabhu's place there will be a program. And in that program a question will be asked. Why? And you will say that 5,000 years ago. So Bhagwan is aware of all of this, but we want to explore other reasons. Anybody else wants to say? Okay, we will come to you, but let Prabhuji, yeah.
For his own pleasure.
For his own pleasure. Alright?
To give pleasure.
To give pleasure. Okay, anybody?
Okay, give pleasure to all.
Oh, okay, bro. Dear devotees,
Complete absorption of the other devotees into those pastimes.
Wow, complete absorption of those devotees into the past. That is Sri Hari saying that is my purpose. I am writing the commentary so that you all will be forced to think why. Now all of you are forced to think why. All of you are thinking. This is the success of life, dear devotees. What you are doing right now, thinking deeply about Sri Krishna Lila. This is what was required. A commentator who is thoda strict, who doesn't give away the reason so easily. Okay, he is the one who is forcing all of us to think why Krishna performed this pastime. And all of you are thinking, maybe I will come up with that reason. Maybe I will come up with that reason. Sri Hari says, this is the success of life, dear devotees. All of you thought about Krishna. Your consciousness was invested in Krishna. Therefore, today, at least for today, the purpose of becoming members of International Society for Consciousness was fulfilled, dear devotees. This is what is required for each and every day. That is what we should do. Sri Hari says, don't worry, I will answer the query. Okay? Why did Bhagwan perform all these pastimes of naughtiness? Sri Hari says, don't worry. Just go back to the verse. The reason is there in the verse itself. Read the first line of the verse again. Maybe something is hidden there. I will sing it. Please repeat after me. Shringyagνidam strasi jaladvijakantакебhya. Shringyagνidam strasi jaladvijakantакебhya. Shri Hari says, did you realize something? Shringi, animals with sharp horns. In future, Bhagwan has to fight animals with sharp horns, Arishtasur. Agni, in future Bhagwan has to swallow forest fire, not once, but how many times? Twice. Damstri, animals with sharp teeth. In future Bhagwan has to kill animal with sharp teeth like Aghasur. Asi, swords. In future Bhagwan has to fight 17 times with Jarasandh using swords. Jala, water. In future Bhagwan has to perform which pastime in water? Kaliya's chastisement. Dvija, in future Bhagwan has to kill birds like Bakasur. Kantakebhya, and in future Bhagwan has to remove all the thorn-like kings from the surface of the earth. Therefore, dear devotees, since practice makes perfect, Bhagwan is practicing all his activities like this. Romanchu. Ascharya ras. Dear devotees, which ras was induced? Ascharya. In the Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, this emotion that you just experienced is known as which ras? Ascharya. So this feeling of wow, Hari Bol, this is Ascharya ras running through the audience. Dear devotees, Krishna is known as Akhila Rasamrita Murti, the embodiment of all the rasas. There are 12 rasas described in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, and one of the 12 rasas is Ascharya Ras. If you experience astonishment at this point of time in your heart, please know that Ascharya Ras touched your heart. And Ras is nothing but Shri Krishna himself, dear devotees. You were touched by a portion of Shri Krishna himself. So this is Ascharya Ras, dear devotees. Some of you might have felt a small electric current running down your body. So this was, you received a small touch of the divine Shri Krishna, dear devotees. Now, I would like to ask a very important question. Jai Manohar Prabhu, whose devotee are you? Come again, come again. Huh? Which Bhagwan's devotee are you?
Bhagwan's
One person.
Srimati Radha.
Oh my God. अभी से पार्टी सच सच बोलो हाँ किस सोसाइटी के मेंबर हो इनका नाम कट करो इसका इंटरनेशनल सोसाइटी फॉर विच कॉन्शियसनेस Whose devotee are you? देखो बोलने में भी हाँ अरे बोलो शान से बोलो Whose devotee are you?
Srimati Radhika.
झूठ नहीं सच बोलो Whose devotee are you? किसका नाम सुन के आए थे?
सुन के कृष्ण का.
हाँ देखा बोल लिया है ना You are Krishna's devotee ना Have you heard of the pristine character of your Bhagavan?
Yes.
Still you are his devotee.
Yes.
देखा इसी को कल्ट बोलते हैं Now Haldar Sundar Prabhu will read about the pristine character of your cult leader, Shri Krishna. ठीक है? After reading, I will again ask you whose devotee you are. ठीक है? Haldar Sundar Prabhu, please read.
Observing the very attractive childish restlessness of Krishna, all the gopis in the neighborhood, to hear about Krishna's activity again and again, would approach Mother Yashoda and speak to her as follows. Oh dear friend Yashoda, your son sometimes comes to our houses before the milking of the cows and releases the cows. And when the master of the house becomes angry, your son merely smiles. Sometimes he devises some process by which he steals palatable curd, butter and milk, which he then eats and drinks. When the monkey assemble, he divides it with them, and when the monkeys have their bellies so full that they won't take more, he breaks the pots. Sometimes, if he gets no opportunity to steal butter or milk from a house, he will be angry at the householders, and for his revenge, he will agitate the small children by pinching them. Then, when the children begin crying, Krishna will go away.
Wow. क्या character है Sublime character. Our dear friend Yashoda, your son sometimes comes to our houses before the milking of cows and releases the calves. So yesterday we were on a, Goshala, and when the calves are released before the cows are milked, there are two main problems. What are the two main problems? The calves drink all the milk. Second problem is calves don't know when to stop. So sometimes calves get indigestion. So this happens, and when the master of the home becomes angry, your son barely smiles. इसको मालूम है क्या बोलते हैं? इसको my mother used to say in my childhood when I used to smile after making some nonsense. My mother used to say Nirlajja Sada Sukhi. Shameless person is always happy. Sometimes he devises some process by which he steals palatable curd, butter and milk. So direct allegation of stealing is there, Prabhu, on your leader. ठीक है? Which he then eats and drinks. Now when the monkeys assemble, so how many of you have tried feeding the monkeys in Vrindavan? Please raise your hands. Acha, what happened? Did monkeys get satisfied or did the food get exhausted? यहाँ पे वैसा नहीं था. इतना बड़ा सामान लूटा था. He divides with them, and after some time monkeys have their bellies so full कि बंदर भी बोलता है बस भैया. वृंदावन का बंदर बोल बेटा बस हो गया. अभी बार कितना खिलाएगा. The belly so full that they won't take more. तो बाकी जो बच गया ना वो भी वापस लाके नहीं रखेगा. That also he breaks. मतलब हमको वापस नहीं मिलना चाहिए. समझ में आ रहा है? वो प्रवृत्ति वो टेंडेंसी दिख रहा है मन में कैसे. Sometimes if he doesn't get any opportunity to steal butter or milk from a house, he will be angry at householders. प्रभु जी ये वही व्यक्ति है ना जिसने भगवत गीता में बोला है कि यू नो लस्ट एंगर ग्रीड. व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ आचार्य?
Practice what you preach.
हाँ, who teaches by example है क्या नहीं? तो ये भगवत गीता में क्या बोले थे? अरे अपने जीवन में क्या किया है? कुछ तालमेल है? And for his revenge, he will agitate the small children by pinching them. Wow. Then when the children begin crying, he will not take responsibility. He will So Prabhu, whose devotee are you?
Same Bhagwan. I will not change.
ये इतना बताने के बाद भी he knows his cult leader is implicated in so much. इसी को cult बोलते हैं ना. लीडर बड़े स्कैंडल में पकड़ा जाता है उसके बाद भी फॉलोअर आके डिफेंड करता है. नहीं नहीं नहीं. अरे प्रभु जी, there is a direct allegation of stealing. Dear devotees, there is a direct allegation of stealing upon your Bhagwan. Do all of you agree Krishna stole?
Yes.
अरे how can you say yes?
No.
हाँ ऐसा आदमी चाहिए है क्या? Why? Prabhu ji, look, there is a CCTV footage there. अभी आप बोल रहे हो no. Why no?
प्रभु जी अभी देखो आप नरहरि प्रभु के घर हरि को ले गए. अब चरणामृत कुछ निकाल के दे रहा हरि को. तो आप कहोगे कि हरि चोरी कर रहा है.
Wonderful.
अभी नहीं होता ऐसा लास्ट.
So, dear devotees, Bhagwan never stole anything. Why did Bhagwan not steal anything? ये नहीं चलेगा. Dear devotees, Sri Hari Suri says something. Please sing after me. तत्तत् सुंदर मंदिर स्थित पयो दध्यादि चौर्याहृति. तत्तत् सुंदर मंदिर स्थित पयो दध्यादि चौर्याहृति. तत्तन् मंदिर बालकैर्विरचिता पाठचर्या तथा. तत्तन् मंदिर बालकैर्विरचिता पाठचर्या तथा. वृत्तिर्मां नहि संस्पृशेदिति धिया श्रीनायको लीलया. वृत्तिर्मां नहि संस्पृशेदिति धिया श्रीनायको लीलया. बालानेव सहारयद् व्रजगृहं प्रायः प्रभुस्तत्कृते. बालानेव सहारयद् व्रजगृहं प्रायः प्रभुस्तत्कृते. He says, please say yes or no. Tat Sundara Mandira. There are many beautiful homes in Gokula. Yes or no?
Yes.
Sthita Payo Dadhyadi. In each of those homes there is milk, yogurt, etc. Everybody agrees?
Yes.
Chaurya Hritis. The allegation is that Bhagwan is stealing. Okay? But Sri Hari Suri says in third line, Shri Krishna is saying something to Sri Hari Suri. Vrittir mam nahi samsprishe ditidhiya. Don't let this allegation touch me ever. Give one argument, Hari Suri, from my side. What argument? Tattan mandira balakai virachita patacharya tata. Dear devotees, when Bhagavan would ever go to any home for stealing, he would ensure that the boy of the home is also along with Bhagavan. If you see in the CCTV footage, Bhagavan is simply helping the boy of the home remove the yogurt from his own home. है कि नहीं? इसको चोरी बोलते हैं क्या? So did Bhagavan steal?
No.
एक ही श्लोक में आप सबका ओपिनियन चेंज करने वाले कमेंटेटर श्री हरि
ये चोरी कर रहे हैं भगवान, but they wanted Krishna to steal from their house. So अगर मैं चाहता हूँ कि वो आके मेरे चोरी करे तो वो तो वैसे वो भी चोरी नहीं होगी.
वाह वाह वाह, argument देखो, बात सही है. Gopis are complaining to Mother Yashoda. Can Mother Yashoda give this argument? क्या आप लोग तो चाहते हो कि आपके घर में चोरी हो? वो लीला के point of view से ठीक है. That is correct. Actually, they want Krishna to come and steal so that they can complain. And at this point of time, Sri Hari Suri says he wants to give an argument from the point of view of Bhagavan Krishna. So it is proved that our Bhagavan actually never steals. है कि नहीं? So another argument which he gives, which is from a more technical point of view, the entire universe is in Bhagavan's stomach. So if you take one thing from your stomach and put it back in your stomach, समझ में आया? उसको चोरी बोलते क्या? यही बात, सब आपके पेट में ही तो था, है कि नहीं? Now Shri Hari Suri makes a very serious point. Please repeat after me. केवलाघ केवलादि भवदीति श्रुतिं स्मरन् युक्तम् एवाघ हर्तासौ तत्त्वान्येभ्यो जघासत. To understand this verse, it took me long time because the first line was not understandable for me. Shri Hari Suri says Kevalagha Kevaladi. I could not understand the meaning of this line for a long time because this line is not in ordinary Sanskrit. I tried to research what is this, and finally after researching I found out that he has directly quoted the Rig Veda. He was himself a scholar of the Vedas and his Veda was Rig Veda. Dear devotees, Krishna is the person from whom all the Vedas have come. Should Krishna not demonstrate the behavior in his own life? Yes or no? Yes. The Vedas also say something, dear devotees. Please repeat after me. Kevalago Bhavati Kevaladi. Kevaladi, a person who eats alone eats only sin. Dear devotees, have you ever seen Krishna eat alone?
No.
Bhagavan never ever ate alone. So Bhagavan is teaching by his example that you should never ever eat alone. Because nowadays there is the culture, and this culture is increasing, that people often eat alone. They have these boxes, जिसको बोलते हैं to go. To go where, I don't know. To go somewhere and eat alone in a cold place where nobody else is there. So ये to go है ना, इसमें to go with lot of sinful reaction हो सकता है, आप समझ रहे हैं? So earlier the tradition was that the families would never allow people to eat alone. Families would get together and eat. In villages, if somebody would be sitting alone and eating, they would ask, क्या problem है? अकेला क्या खा रहे हो? दुख में. So, dear devotees, whenever we eat, please let us try to ensure, whenever possible, let's try to eat with family or with the devotee society. Because this culture is getting lost gradually day by day, and therefore it is important to bring back this culture of eating together. So, because many of us might have seen our ancestors, some of them when they used to eat alone, कभी-कभी क्या करते, one morsel they will keep aside before eating. How many of us have seen this? Yes. So that morsel they will not eat. that morsel will be eaten by other living entities. Why? Because if they are eating alone, then that morsel they have offered to other living entities so that they have not eaten alone. What is the root of this understanding? The root of this understanding is in the Rig Veda. Kevalagho bhavati kevalagi. Therefore, our Bhagwan, whenever you see him, he is always eating with the gopas. He never ate alone. So please remember this, dear devotees. Shri Hari Suri now composes a verse, and this verse we can sing together, dear devotees. Let's sing together. Asidyasya padambu shankara shiro vandyam cha laksho rama spriyam rupa prishindra srekam avana amnayakam yaschaya sa shriman brajaballavi vigrahito nito pamanam yato mukhyanadaretaveti sahava sayastu tasmai namah. Shri Hari Suri says, do you know which person this is? Do you know which personality this is? Asid yasya padambu shankara shiro vandyam. The water which has touched his lotus feet is worshipped by Lord Shiva on his head. Vaksho Rama, on his chest is Lakshmi Devi. Does he need to steal their devotees? No. Sprihiyam Rupam, his form is desired by the greatest sages. Amnaya Gamyaschaya, he is understood only by studying the Vedas. Now Shri Hari Suri says, just see what has happened. Sir Shriman, can you see what has happened to that Shriman in Vrindavan? क्या हो गया उसका? हाँ? Sir Shriman, sarcastic comment. Yes, Shriman देखो वृंदावन में व्रज बल्लवी by these gopis नीतो अपमानम. He is facing what? Apaman. What is apaman? Insult. Shri Hari Suri says, Mukhya anadara hetave. What is the mukhya hetu? What is the main cause of this disrespect, dear devotees? What is the main cause of disrespect? Shri Hari Suri says, Ati sahavas.
Very close.
Yeah, over familiarity. He says, Astu tasmai nama. But my obeisances to this over familiarity, and I pray that in my next life, myself and all of you attain this over familiarity. This over familiarity we want with Bhagwan. So he prays for all of you. May all of you attain this over familiarity with Shri Bhagwan. May all of you in your next life, when you open your eyes, take birth with Shri Krishna himself directly in Shri Vrindavan, and may you have direct blood relationship with the family of Shri Krishna. And may all of you, while growing up like this, see Krishna as your own friend, as your own neighborhood, personality. And may all of you develop that feeling of over familiarity. अरे हम जानते हैं ये कौन है, हमको मत बताओ ये कौन है. May all of you have that feeling of over familiarity with Shri Krishna. Over familiarity in this world creates difficulties. Ati parichayat avagya. You start disrespecting people because of too much familiarity. Example, Loka Prayagvasi Kupe Snanam Acharati. People who stay in Prayag at the confluence of Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati, those people take bath using tap water. I hope you are able to understand. So they take bath not using Ganga water. If you see them how they take bath using tap water often. But when this happens with Shri Krishna, we want that over familiarity, dear devotees. We always want. So after this, dear devotees, something else happened. So once again, Shri Shukadev Goswami continues. We are at the end of our pastimes. Few verses remaining, then we will pause. Ekada kridamanaste Ramadya Gopadaraka Krishnamridam Bhakshitavan Iti Matre Nyavedayan Ekada, once Kridavanas, the boys were playing. Ramadhya, Balram, etc. Gopadaraka, the sons of Gopas. Suddenly they came and complained. Krishna Mridam Bhakshitavan. Krishna ने क्या खा लिया है? मिट्टी खाया है. Does Krishna have good friends? There is one thing which Krishna ate alone, by the way. मिट्टी खा लिया. But this is not something suitable for eating. Therefore, Krishna ate it alone. So, does Krishna have good friends, dear devotees?
Yes.
मतलब जब चोरी करके बांटोगे तब कोई कुछ नहीं बोलेगा, तब सब चुप रहेगा. समझ में आया? Everybody is quiet when you are stealing and distributing. But if you eat alone and don't give to us, we will play politics against you. Does Krishna have good friends?
Yes.
ऐसे ही तो फ्रेंड्स चाहिए. Please read the translation. Haldar Sundar Prabhu.
One day while Krishna was playing with his small playmates, including Balaram and other sons of Gopa, all his friends came together and lodged a complaint to Mother Yashoda. Mother, they submitted, Krishna has eaten earth.
All right. Krishna has eaten earth. Our commentator asks a very important question. What is
Why?
the one? Why? Chalo, please try to answer. Why did Krishna eat earth? Bolo.
Tired of eating butter.
Tired of eating butter. Very good. Any other reason?
He wants to taste the mud.
He wants to taste the mud. Chalo, very good. Any other reason?
He wants to show Mother Yashoda that universe.
He wants to show Mother Yashoda the universe. Wonderful. Any other reason?
He wanted to show how much Braj Mitti that he likes.
How much Vraj Mitti that he likes. Okay, chalo. All these are good reasons. Dear devotee Shri Hari Suri gives two reasons. Would you like to hear two reasons that he
Very
gives?
well.
Shri Hari Suri gives the first reason. Please repeat after me. This verse is in the meter Indra Vajra. Mahisurebhyo nikhiladhara pura.
Mahisurebhyo nikhiladhara pura.
Mayarpitayat kila renuka bhuva.
Mayarpitayat kila renuka bhuva.
Samarpaniya yadunapi samshata.
Samarpaniya yadunapi samshata.
Vitidvijebhyo dishadam shatah satam.
Vitidvijebhyo dishadam shatah satam.
Bhagavan was thinking, Nikhila Dhara Pura, previously Mahi Surabhya, to the Dvijas. Dvija means twice born. Twice born refers to whom? Brahmanas. Previously to the Brahmanas, Nikhila Dhara Pura, I gifted the entire earth, Maya Arpita. In previous incarnation, I gifted the entire earth to the Brahmanas, to the Dvijas. In which incarnation did Bhagavan gift the entire earth to the Dvijas? Which avatar? Parshuram. Shri Hari Suri says, Renuka Bhuva. He was born as the son of Renuka. So, as the son of Renuka, Parshuram, he took the earth forcibly away from Kshatriyas not once, not twice. How many times? 21 times I gifted the earth to the Dvijas. What a nice time it was. Bhagavan is remembering. Wow. Today I remember that first time. Today those days are gone. That days are also not there and I am also not in that same avatar. But Samarpaniya Yadunapi Samshatas. I still remember that past time. I want to again give little bit of earth to the Dvijas. So Bhagavan took little earth and gifted it to the Dvijas, dear devotees. Teeth, because teeth also take birth how many times? Twice. Therefore teeth is also known as Dvijas. So Bhagavan took a little earth and gifted it back to the Dvijas, dear devotees. This is reason number 1, dear devotees. Now, reason number 2. Bhagavan did this for a particular reason. Shri Hari Suri says, let's sing together, dear devotees. Same meter as Shad Goswami Ashtakam. Yat spreyam tridashairalabhyam satam deyam chayad yoginam praptam syati mutadrajo prajagatam gopika padagam itam bhuri jodarastha janasa Bhagavan is thinking, Yat spriyam tridashair, I have taken birth on which planet? Earth. But there are many devotees in the heavenly planets. They want something from me. Please hear carefully. There are many devotees in the heavenly planets, the demigods. They want something from me, but they have not taken birth on earth, so they can't get it. What do they want? Harishri doesn't reveal. Alabhyam asatam. There are some demons also who are devotees like Prahlad and Bali. They also want something. Deyam chayad yoginam. And there are many yogis on the surface of this planet. They also want something, but they have not taken birth with me. What? Praptam syat kimu. They want tad rajo, the dust, vrajagatam of Shri Vrindavan. What is special about the dust of Shri Vrindavan? Go gopika padagam. It has been touched by the lotus feet of cows and gopis. Now all these 14 planetary systems, many devotees want this dust and they have not taken birth in Shri Vrindavan. What should I do? All the planets are within my stomach. I will simply give direct home delivery by So Bhagavan directly consumed the dirt and there was same day Amazon Prime delivery. Not same day, same moment. Same moment delivery, dear devotees. And this is the reason why, in order to give the dust of Shri Vrindavan to all the devotees in all the planetary systems, Bhagavan directly consumed the dust of Vrindavan. Although dirt is something which should not be consumed, but Bhagavan consumed the dirt of Vrindavan in order to give this dust to all the devotees in all the planetary systems, dear devotees. Dear devotees, in all these pastimes, there is one personality who is important in all the childhood pastimes. Who is the most important personality in all the childhood pastimes? Mother Yashoda. Dear devotees, if Mother Yashoda would not be there, then we could not have had any of these childhood pastimes. Therefore, Sri Harishwari prays, he offers a prayer to Mother Yashoda. I will sing this prayer. Please hear and repeat after me. Alright? Please hear. Yashodaya samanasti.
Yashodaya samanasti.
Devata kapi bhutale.
Devata kapi bhutale.
Ulu khale yaya baddho.
Ulu khale yaya baddho.
Mukti
miccati.
Yashodaya samanasti devata. There is no deity on planet Earth, Bhutale, similar to whom? Mother Yashoda. Not even Krishna comes near Mother Yashoda. The most important deity between Krishna and Mother Yashoda is whom? Mother Yashoda. Why? What is the reason? Ulu khale yaya baddho. She is the one who bound him to a mortar for the first time. And for the first time, Mukti Do, the person who gives liberation to the entire world, was praying for his own liberation. Dear devotees, she made him experience what it is to cry for your own mukti. She is the one who made him understand what it is to cry for your own liberation. Then he understood what the devotees are experiencing. She is the one who made him experience that same anxiety that all of us are experiencing, dear devotees. He had to cry for his own liberation. So that is why Mother Yashoda is very dear to us, dear devotees. So once again, I would like to pause my speech, dear devotees. Thank you very much, Haldar Sundar Prabhu. Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande. Yadatra skalitam kinchit vidvamsah purayantu tat yadatra saushthavam kinchit tat guroreva menahi. Yadatra skalitam kinchit. If I made any mistake in speaking, please vidvamsah, you are learned devotees, purayantu tat. Please correct any mistake. But yadatra saushthavam kinchit. If there is anything nice in the presentation, please remember tat guroreva. It belongs to my Gurujanas. my Diksha Guru, Shri Srimad Radha Govind Das Goswami Maharaj, who first introduced me to this wonderful commentator, Shri Hari Suri. My Shiksha Guru, all the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, all the God brothers of Srila Prabhupada, all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's family, in the past, in the future, and in the present, including all of you are also my Shiksha Gurus. It belongs to you, may nahi. It doesn't belong to me. Thank you very much, dear devotees. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
हरे प्रसाद प्रभु की
Hare Krishna. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Dear devotees, Hare Krishna. So, His Grace Hari Pārśhad Prabhu is. So let's express our gratitude by chanting Hari Bol 3 times.
Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol!
So this time, Prabhu's only come for a few days. So Prabhu's leaving tonight, and we sincerely pray that Prabhu will come back soon. We are going to be counting the days when Prabhu will be back,
for longer duration.
and for longer
Longer
duration.
duration, yes.
It should not reduce. It should
If you want Prabhu for a longer duration, then say Hari Bol.
Hari Bol!
Okay, so
Vasudhati said Hari Bol. Now it's confirmed.
thank you, Mataji. Thank you. So also I just wanted to remind once again, if you would like a copy of Shri Hari Suri's commentary, please let me know so I can take your details and we can send you one copy. I see
The-
Mataji.
The commentary has been published, the first volume with Hindi translation, Shri Hari Suri's Bhakti Rasayana. The first volume containing the first 7 chapters, first 450 verses with Hindi translation has been published, and the translation has the explanation of all the secrets behind the verses. So it's not just a translation, the secrets behind the verses have been explained, but it is in Hindi language and thoda Sahityak Hindi, means because it is thoda Hindi of हाँ थोड़ा सा इट इज लिटरेचर हिंदी राइट ना बोलचाल का मुंबई वाला हिंदी नहीं है भगवान ने सोचा अपुन का क्या ऐसा है ऐसा नहीं so that is it has साहित्यिक हिंदी in it. So dear devotees, आप में से जो भी ये प्रथम खंड जो है वो लेना चाहते हैं, आप कृपया नरहरि देव प्रभु जी को अपना नाम लिखा दीजिए. ग्रंथ 500 पन्ने का है, मोटा हार्ड बाउंड है, उसमें ज़रा कलर प्लेट्स, और ग्रंथ पे कोई कीमत नहीं रखा गया है क्योंकि ये सेवा भावना से किया हुआ था, श्री हरि सूरी जी के लिए सेवा भावना से किया हुआ है, तो ग्रंथ पे कोई फिक्स्ड मूल्य नहीं रखा गया है. आपका जो इच्छा है आप उस इच्छा के अनुसार कर सकते हैं. आप अपना नाम लिखवाइएगा, वो बुक इंडिया से वो शिप होगा, ठीक है. 1 book is 1 kg, so it will be shipping from India, so you can register with Narahari Dev Prabhu, and according to the number of books that I get, I will arrange a shipment from Mumbai to his home, and then he will give it out to you. Alright? Thank you very much, dear devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We are waiting for English problem.
Okay, 1.5 years. English is also happening. First chapter has been done in English. There is one devotee working upon Bhakti Rasayanam in English. Right? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Let's sing Mahaprasade Govind.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Hari Vasa Prabhu, for coming.